Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He may try and run for this.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On the double, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I'm scared.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ingram. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
57 first.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Alert! 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 Kings! 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 Hey! Wahoo!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hurry, hurry!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
180!
Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run from the shotgun with Washington. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mayfield down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening week. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
3 bud. Check. Fresno. Check the backer. Watch twist.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Washington. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
180. Come to my work. We want it. Come to
Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
He's crashing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all...
Jarvis Landry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Off the draw, here's Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.